no. You say hold on. Why you think what?
Black men
Uh-huh.
date white women.
All right, news flash. Boop. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you why from some gentlemen that I know that's actually married, outside their race or whatever.
Exactly.
And they said,
what did they say?
They was tired when they dated women of their race, that they had to compete with the woman, and they said the woman did not respect them enough to be submissive, to follow them, to be submissive to them. If you saying I'm with this person, I love you, I'm with you, it's us against the world, then play your position.
It's same as a man. Is you talking about the man?
I was
what about the man? The man need to play his role so the woman can be submissive.
But if the woman playing the man role, how can the man play his role?
That's just like a man talking about, I want a queen. Well, you got to be a king. Remember that example I gave you the other day when we was talking? But
go ahead.
When we was talking on the phone.
About what?
When we was talking about if I was to have a man and he's a Muslim and he wants me to follow his Muslim, he wants me to follow his Muslim path. I can't do that if you're not following it.
Oh, she ain't on the phone? Okay.
If he's not following it himself, how can I follow you?
That's that particular
but that's life.
You keep basing everything off of this one man instead of being open-minded to a man that ain't bringing that to the table.
No, I'm talking about anything, Mike. I'm talking about anybody. I cannot follow anybody, no one, if they're not walking their walk. Right. Walk the walk, and I'm walking with you.
Okay, but that's fine.
Now, if you ain't walking the walk, I'm not walking with you.
We understand that part.
So
no, you don't understand that.
Said,
I do.
Hey, I love being sang to.
Okay.
And then y'all can see the other one that she just
did.
did. We just got our
chat
back.
Okay.
I live my life that way. That's the right man. Okay, not only do I want it, I live my life that way.
You're right, baby.
Oh, what happened to
You're absolutely right, baby.
It goes to
call again.
The right man would know how to receive, reciprocate, and cherish what and who I am. Absolutely. The right man. The right man that respects you as the woman that you are.
She got her stuff together.
For real.
Well, she do.
I'm vibing.
She just know how to litigate that.
I'm vibing strong off of her mind.
No,
that's her mind.
But that's
that young lady's mind and how she feels. How can you question that?
But you think women don't want that?
Who said they
didn't? Hold on, watch this. Watch this. Now I'm just saying, and I see how that's what's wrong with our people right there.
Might be your future.
When we should be having a smooth conversation. Hold on.
You on something else.
Listen. But when we should be having a smooth conversation about learning, trying to figure out the way. Hold on, no, but listen. Trying to figure out the way. And see, that's when they want you to shut up. You know what I'm saying? We keep saying the same thing. But listen, trying to figure out a way how to resolve and solve these issues that we do have within our relationships, within our community and things of that nature. Trying to resolve these things. We get to a space where we can't talk because we can't learn from each other because we busy talking at each other. As opposed, like, instead of saying receiving what's being said, you thinking of a comeback to shoot down what you think finna be said.
Only listening to respond.
And he is too.
Yeah, listening to
be a king and let the queen just say what she got to
say.
She
is saying it, and we vibing off what
me. I'm talking about you with me. Be that king and let the queen. I'm the queen of this right here.
Right.
And let me say what I have to say. They didn't do
even
that.
when you hold up, watch this. But now I done heard some people.
Well, let me apologize, Sister Love.
Okay,
Sister Love, Queen. Let me apologize if you felt I done that with you.
I don't even want it.
I just say this. Okay, see, that wasn't good enough. But listen, let me tell you. But like I was saying, now
I
don't know if there's a few people up here that may know how to play chess and may not, but at least know how the game works.
I know how the game works.
Okay, look, everybody got their position. The queen, she moved the way she moved. The king moved the way he moved. The bishop, the knight, the rook, the pawn. They all got their own positions, man, and everybody play their position. But see, when a person, if you got another piece on your board that's playing out of position, then you're not playing this. You're not playing the right game. That ain't the game of chess. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to life and relationships, if you're in a relationship and this person that you with is out of position, and you know the position because you've been here before, you know what you're supposed to do as a man or as a woman. But this other person is out of position. Then what other than chaos can come out of that?
Yeah. You see that other statement?
You can want it without living like you want it. there is a difference. Like wanting money, but won't go
to work.
There you go.
See? Yeah.
The sister queen on point, man.
Yeah, facts.
Of course
Facts. She definitely is. Yeah.
Of course she is. Absolutely.
And we should get to a space to where we can communicate about these type of things, and where we can change and do something about them.
See now queen like that. I could listen to her on the phone all night to what she got to say, because I can relate to it. But I can't relate to it.
Okay, go ahead, call now.
Call now. He said he got it
working.
Go ahead, call. He's single.
Satara. No, but I mean, I could just relate to this lady. I can't relate to a combative, want to shit and male bash and all that.
Ain't nobody male bash.
I didn't say you was.
No, right.
I'm just saying,
yes, you is. You insinuating. I know you. You my family. I know you.
We had to stop playing the blame game.
Satara.
We can change and do something about it.
To accept, press 1. To send.
I mean, I could just relate to this lady. I can't relate to a combative, want to shit and male bash.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
I made it through.
Yes. How you doing?
Yeah, glad to have you. Yes, you did.
I'm good.
Yeah, you worthy of that too, for real.
Definitely.
Thank you.
And your opinion is definitely valued. You know what I mean? Because
I appreciate that.
For sure, because we have to look at things from a perspective of we trying to do better. We already know what the problem was, source of the problem, and things of that nature. But what is we gonna do about it? You know what I mean? I always say when it comes to us as a people, I see us as the people who. Have you ever seen a person drown in 2 feet of water?
You can drown on a teaspoonful of water.
Okay, but I'm just saying, have you ever seen a person drown in 2 feet of water?
I haven't personally, but I'm sure it happened.
Now check it out. What do that person to stop from drowning? What do that person need to do?
Stand up.
That's it. That's us. We just need to stand up. We drown in 2 feet of water because we waiting for something or someone to come save us. When all we got to do is just get up ourselves and we cool.
And that's wrong with a lot of these men looking for a woman to come play Captain Saver.
Oh my God.
Well, I think in that sense though, like that very well may be true. However, I think that when that approaches us, we have discernment and we have the option to say no and move on.
There you go.
We don't have to be hateful and be mad about it, because I'm not upset at anybody. We're
gonna have to go tear
like that, because there's somebody out there for them that's willing to do that, So if somebody's out there willing to do that, it's just not me. But if somebody out there that's willing to be your mama for you or whatever that it is that you need, however, it's not me. But I'm not upset by it. I just move along. I don't have to be upset by it or think that he's wrong for it. That's how he feels and wants to live his life. I'm just gonna move on and go to what serves me.
Yeah.
And that's absolutely true. But it's a sad world. Don't be laughing. And I'm serious.
But
it's just really sad because
it's sad because of us.
Listen, she's 49. I'm 60.
Okay.
What the difference? 60. She's intelligent as all outdoors.
But who said anybody talking about that?
I mean, what you throw the age in there
journey.
For?
My journey, and I done made a few more walks. Okay,
I apologize.
That's all I'm saying.
No, for real, seriously though. Ain't nobody. I mean, life ain't been perfect. Listen.
I done had a few more steps.
Let me just say this: life ain't been perfect for none of. I mean, it ain't been perfect for nobody. Because one thing about life, if it was perfect, they wouldn't call it life. They call it perfect. Right. They call it life for a reason. You know what I mean? Because life gonna be life, and no matter what, long as we here.
And what's that saying?
And I do realize that she has a few more reps around the sun than I do. However, experiences are experiences, and hers are hers, and mine are mine, and yours are yours, and therefore. But we all have to share those. We have to share those experiences just to educate each other and to move forward. Right. So I'm not discrediting her. I'm not discrediting anybody's experiences. I'm not discrediting anybody's experiences. However, I just feel like having the animosity towards someone because of how they want to live in a relationship is on them.
I'm hearing the animosity in Stephanie's voice. That's what I hear.
But it's not though.
That was the word.
I get this. He keeps me like this because
somebody made you mad, Stephanie.
Mike is.
But you can't allow anybody to control you like that.
He's irritating my soul right now.
But how? Just because he got an opinion?
No, it's not his opinion because he's a man. Me. No, he just irritates me.
Right now, I'm vibing.
It's the red shirt.
Satira, I'm vibing.
See, that's what
I'm
the
listening
problem
to her.
Why? Thank you. I appreciate you. What's your name?
My name's Michael.
Crazy.
Michael, nice to meet you, Michael.
Pleasure
I'm Satara.
Pleasure meeting you as well.
AKA Money Mike.
Yeah, you done just hit you done hit on every high cylinder
for real, though.
and good note tonight you have. You intellectually stimulating. I mean, you the package, you know what I mean?
But look, just because she didn't call in, let's not soften the conversation because this is a real intense conversation.
I'm just calling it how I
we
see
want
it.
the conversation to stay.
I'm just calling it how I see it.
Let's not turn it to pillow talk conversation.
That's why he turns on me. I'm just trying to get to her.
No, I'm just calling it how I see it.
Yeah,
the young lady lied.
Like I'm talking crazy.
This ain't scripted.
I know I'm talking for a lot of these other women that think.
But she's not scripted. But let's go back to one of the questions you guys asked her earlier. Like, children. Do you have any children, Satara? And
she said 2 boys.
I do.
Okay.
And yes, that's right there. Yes,
2 men now.
I have 4 children.
Oh.
I have I have 2 girls and 2 boys.
Okay.
Again, two boys that I've raised into men. My son is 26 and my youngest son is 23. Okay. My oldest son got a scholarship playing football and went to Minnesota and played football. Okay. My other son graduated. Yeah. Thank you. And my other son, my younger son, he got his associates and his high school diploma at the same time, going to my middle college.
That's what's up.
I made sure to teach my boys that they had to care for themselves. So my boys cook, my boys clean, my boys wash clothes.
Oh, wow.
They don't. I don't want them to have to expect that from anybody. Absolutely. I was raised by my grandparents, so maybe my values are a little bit different. However, I made sure that I passed those down to my children as well because I don't want them to think that anybody has to take care of them. When somebody decides to come into your life and help you take care of yourself, that's a blessing, and you don't want to piss it off.
Yeah.
So you make sure that you can carry your weight as well. You have a helpmate. So wherever they lack, you lack too. Because what if she's sick at some point? I want you to be able to cook her a meal as well. Yeah. You be able to wash her clothes as well. I want you to be able to do all those things as well because it's a partnership. It's not a dictatorship.
Woman of the year so far right here.
So did you raise them individually or what was their father involved? Are you guys married? How was that dynamic when it comes to raising them? And if you were from a perspective of a single mother, what were the in hindsight, what were the things that you feel could have been better or you would have did different?
So, yes, we were married and we divorced when my baby boy was about 2. We divorced. However, I didn't keep them from him, but I did raise them as a single parent. I did raise them as a single mother. I was there. So the things and the challenges that I went through is I had to make some sacrifices to make sure that they were going to be raised correctly and the street wasn't going to do it for me. So I worked third shift for 9 years so that I was present all day. Right. So when they got home from school, I cooked every day. So they had a home cooked meal every day. I went to practices. I made sure that they I never missed the game. I never missed the practice. I never missed the scrimmage, any of that. So there were sacrifices that I made.
Hey, no
so with that being said,
you.
Whichever man that decided to come into my life had to understand that you were going to have to meet me at the gym, meet me on the field, or that you were going to have to meet me somewhere else, or it was going to have to be family friendly because I did a lot of things with my children. However, I would make the time for you, but you had to understand that I had to squeeze it in. So if you weren't going to make the same efforts that I made, then maybe I wasn't the person for you.
Right.
So it's just reciprocation. It's relationships are all sacrifice and compromise anyway. Yeah. It's sacrifice and compromise, and you have to do that. And reciprocation is a thing. So if I am going to do something and veer off my schedule to make sure that I make some time for you, I expect for you to do the same.
Right,
and if that doesn't happen, then we know that we're not for each other and we can move on. But we can amicably agree to disagree and move on, right? It doesn't have to be in that animosity. I've never had, I don't have any bad blood with anybody I've ever dated or anything because it's an amicable split because I don't have any animosity. It's no need in that. What am I mad for?
Right. Oh yeah,
it doesn't do anything but make you a bitter person, and then you can't move forward in life because you're bitter.
Right.
They say anger without action makes you bitter, not better.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I got one relationship.
And by the way, you the 14th caller, So you don't want a free lunch. So make sure you leave your number so you can get your treat. Because you're the 14th caller.
I'm the 14th caller. I get a lunch. Okay, where am I leaving my number?
She the only caller.
Just
hold on. No,
I'm the 14th caller.
You the 14th caller.
Yeah,
you
win getting treated to lunch. I treat the 14th caller always.
You the 14th
caller. To lunch. You the 14th caller.
Not Larry.
Okay.
Gotta be.
Okay.
You can leave your number with the at the front desk, George F. Grundy II. I think it's that phone number that you got.
And George might take you.
You know what? I'll send it. I'll send it in the inbox. I don't know how's that. I'll send it in the inbox. You get
put
it
in there.
Yeah, put it in there. Grundy got you.
I think you're gonna enjoy this meal.
Okay. Okay. All right, then. Yeah, like I say. We'll be back in 2 and 2. Ain't that what Chuck Woolery used to say?
No. You said you was on the Love Connection. It was at 2 and 2.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
But that's a beautiful thing. I mean, I respect you so much for even sharing your opinion. Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm saying? It didn't seem one-sided. A lot of times,
very open-minded.
A lot of times we get the short end of the stick when it comes to a conversation because you can't out-talk a woman. You know what I mean?
And
for
I
real.
guess so what y'all talking about me? Why is y'all sitting up in front
Girl,
of me?
Well, hold on, whoa, stop. Hold on. Stop. Please stop. Hold on. Okay. My mama told me, if you throw a brick at a pack of dogs, the only one gonna holler is the one to get hit. I ain't said nothing about you.
I got hit.
But I wholeheartedly feel like if we are going to require men to have some accountability, we have to have some as well. So we have to admit our wrongdoings and have some accountability as well.
As Ric Flair
and I talk about that and I talk about that all the time on all the shows about taking accountability. Have I not ever spoke on that?
No, yeah, we not.
I have always.
Would you please stop thinking that somebody's shooting?
No, it wasn't attack.
No.
It wasn't
no,
an
I'm
attack,
talking about
beautiful.
you now.
I was just saying it wasn't an attack, beautiful.
She's speeding facts.
I promise it wasn't an attack.
No, I have taken accountability, and I also on all the other shows also talk about people taking accountability. Accountability should be first thing when at our age when people have been through different things. So everybody needs to learn how to take accountability for their own actions.
So Stephanie,
I have already said that. Grundy,
do you remember when you did me wrong? Can you apologize
I'm
for
finna
that?
hook y'all up.
Can you apologize about
they
that?
They finna go on a date.
I'm so sorry. I've done you wrong.
So at least she apologized.
I'm gonna take accountability.
She gonna take accountability.
Take accountability.
Now, if y'all don't see me after this show, then y'all know what happened.
We know what it is.
That accountability turned into.
Hey, you know why neither one of y'all ain't got nobody? Well, I ain't just saying it like that. Hold up, don't take it personal. Hold up, don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Just listen to the message.
Hit the button.
Look, the reason why y'all ain't got nobody is because y'all been saving yourselves for each other.
Is that what's been going on?
Yeah,
that's wow.
That's that what's going on?
Yeah,
that's diabolical.
Yeah. I believe y'all got a heck of a connection.
For real.
Y'all know we have somebody.
One thing I wanted to say before we got off,
hey, let's let her comment.
Hold on.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Before we got way off topic, I wanted to say that the whole femininity and masculinity is something that we need to absolutely bring back, but we can't continue to drop the ball and not teach this to our young people. And that's the problem. We continue to drop the ball and we're not teaching them in the way that we should see things, and absolutely telling them that the government was the demise of our family and how we need to get it back, and the actions that we need to take and the steps that we need to take in order to get it back. We need to make the family dynamic be a thing again, and make sure that we show them and we teach them that.
We need somebody.
Absolutely.
Would you like to be a guest on the show?
We need to have somebody in government.
We'd love to have you. We'd love to have you on here.
We need to have somebody in government to stop that. Because it was somebody on Facebook that was just talking about they need housing, but because they're married, they said that they cannot give them housing. So they separated. And she was talking on Facebook saying that she didn't want to leave her husband and they didn't want to break up, but the system is making them break up in order for them to get.
We'll break up long enough to get this house.
Get this house.
Crib, look
well,
here.
I guess they trying to go by the book.
You know, the book. See, that's state book, and that's the manipulation that we've been feeding this.
But everybody,
that's right.
But okay, can I speak? But everybody don't think like you or us, right?
Well, so if they listen to us, they might start thinking about you.
Everybody don't think like us.
Get that number out the inbox for me.
She's still on the line. She can hear you loud and clear.
No, I'm just saying. No, I ain't talking to you.
But y'all keep. She brought up some good points, and y'all keep on
point now. Yeah. Come on now.
I can't. You know, but you know, going back to what I was saying, that is where part of the problem is. We need somebody in the government to make it where the families can stay together.
See, that's that waiting to help. That's the waiting for help.
That's why I say we drowned in 2 feet of water. We drowned in 2 feet of water.
I don't agree. We always want a handout. We don't need a handout.
I told you. We just said that. Didn't I just say we waiting on somebody to come save us or something?
No, we cannot do that. Talking about change. How are we gonna stand up?
Because you said we don't need no government. We need ourselves. That's the problem.
We absolutely need ourselves.
So how do we?
And you know how it starts.
You know how it starts.
Hold on, she's talking. Let us hear it.
You know how it starts.
Wait, let's hear her talk, and then we'll hear you next.
This is exactly how it starts. Michael saying, "Hey, I would like to take you out to lunch," and I say, "You know what? I would love to go out to lunch." And we go out to lunch, and then it starts like that, and then it progresses and progresses, and then eventually, maybe one day he gets to the point to where he says, "You know what? Will you marry me?" And I say, "I absolutely will," and it starts just like that, and the dynamic starts like that. But we have to start somewhere. We don't need anybody to save us. We can save ourselves.
That's not what I'm saying.
We have the mind.
Don't help me help the bear.
Let her finish.
I don't need anybody in the government. Nobody in the government can help us.
They're not.
What's going to happen at the government at the top? By the time it trickles down to us, I'll probably be 78, 90 years old.
Right.
There's no point in waiting on it to trickle down to us when we can start it from here. And the problem is we don't want to start from the bottom up. We want to start from the top down, and that's not the way it should go.
Listen. I get what you're saying, but I'm talking about these people. So what do this couple do? Since they gonna stand up and they standing up 2 feet out the water, and they got to fight against DHS.
Let Stephanie finish.
Yeah, y'all don't let me.
No, go ahead. I'm listening. I'm listening.
And they got to sit there and fight against DHS. This is what the law is. Where they go? How are they going to stand up in the water with the law?
Okay, now can
I'm a law-abiding citizen to a degree.
When you talk about
and I think it's a fine line that you can walk in order to do that. Because if that's the case, and you say, okay, I can't be with him to get this house. Okay, well, go stay with mama or somebody until we get the house. And then when we get the house, what you gonna do to me?
No, okay, but that's not following the law, though.
Yes, it is. Because they're not in that house. They separated.
Can I ask y'all one question?
Okay.
Tell me,
how can we get? But you missing. How can we get it not to do that?
Okay, let me ask you this.
How can we
let me ask you
one question.
Where the law works with us and not against us.
Necessity knows no laws.
Absolutely.
So listen, if they saying we can't be together, guess what? We don't go together no more.
We don't go together.
Now get that house and then be home. Flat out. Let's get it. Let's keep it moving. We gonna build up there.
If I gotta put a trailer in the garage, in the driveway,
y'all
you gonna make it happen. No, you missing.
No, Stephanie,
absolutely.
Listen, hold up. Listen.
Or
because I really respect your opinion. I respect your opinion. Okay, well, I'm just telling you, I respect your opinion and your views because they can differ, and that's the thing about this. Everybody got their own opinion, their own, the way they think and this, that, and third. Only thing we try to do is find common ground so we can help each other. You know what I'm saying? And see what you saying. People think like you.
Absolutely.
I mean, a lot of people think like you. I'm not saying you over here by yourself thinking like this.
Can I get just 20 seconds?
Go ahead.
Just 20 seconds. George, could you please play by the Jackson 5? Mama, I think I found that girl.
Hey, man, listen here.
What in the world?
Listen.
So, if I can have my response, can I respond?
I'm always.
So, can I have a response, Stephanie?
Can I?
Okay. Dang, don't look at me like that.
Come on, Stephanie. Come on.
Oh my goodness, I ain't gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it.
If looks could kill, you will be out of there.
Jackson 5.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Jackson 5.
I just want to make it. I just think that the laws should be where we don't have to manipulate the law. It shouldn't have to be like that. Oh my God. Even though y'all think like that, and a lot of other people think, well, yeah, I could just go over here and do that. Why can't we stand up in the water to go against and make things work for us?
How long have you seen? Let me ask you a question. Let me get on some real talk for a minute. Mm-hmm. Do you understand that each leader that stepped up to do what you doing was assassinated?
Absolutely.
Okay, so now what you got to do is this: what you have to do. You have to have a mind that know how to improvise. No, we ain't saying stop, but you still learn how to survive.
Absolutely.
And you make it move. So
I'm
therefore,
not saying that.
So therefore, hey, if this the game you want to play, I'm gonna play your game.
But
I'm gonna get what I want.
I'm not saying that.
Well, I don't know what you saying.
So can I input?
People assassinated. So now, just like now, we don't have many black strong men leaders no more. No more. We got
they all get knocked off. Ain't nobody trying to
jump
up.
Old.
Ain't nobody
they didn't got old now.
Unless they working.
They not around. But we don't even have no more strong black men to even step up at Congress like we used to have.
So
no
can I
more.
Input? Can I input?
Do you know how many felonies the president really got?
Can I input?
Go ahead.
Is it my turn yet?
Go ahead.
Double Dutch. Can I jump in? So from my perspective, everybody's correct when your Medgar Evers, Martin Luther King, Patrice Lumumba, and Malcolm X. All those folks were assassinated for standing up. I'm of this opinion. The civil rights movement and the rebellion movement of the foundational Black American passed away when Assata Shakur passed away, because she was the emblem and the symbol of rebellion. She escaped from a maximum security male prison and moved to a place where she couldn't be extradited, and she was never caught.
That was,
and then
Cuba.
that gave everybody that wanted to pretend or act or actually be a part of that movement, someone to look to and something to fight. Nobody ever took that mantle to continue in a large way.
Right.
So when she passed away, Black folk, y'all might as well just be quiet, because y'all just let her pass away for no reason,
because we don't
without
have
a fight. So let me finish. Let me
finish
what I'm saying. Let me finish what I'm saying.
So
let me finish. You can see. Look at that.
Go ahead.
That's part of the issue.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
You got this itch that you gotta scratch. It's a rash now.
Yeah, it's gonna come a boil in a minute.
And so with that, we have to adjust to that, because now times have changed. We are living and we see what we see. We're on the brink of all kinds of things. We are seeing, and information is coming on all kinds of levels. Now, coming to the masculine, feminine thing, this show, once we reflect on it, it's going to show us everything that we are talking about in acts, and it's going to show, like, do we have respect for our fellow person when it comes to a conversation? Do we have the ability to forgive? And then what I really originally wanted to start with was like, okay, the legal system. How many people know people that used a stipulation to get off a case or off on something?
Right.
So you have to use the law according to what it allow you to do.
Absolutely.
So if that means that I have to move outside the house and I get a trailer and put it in the driveway, I'm gonna do that because I didn't violate the law. I used it and walked in the gray.
So, but I
whatever they need to do,
they absolutely do
besides,
it.
Hold up, let's stop scratching the boil.
I got to.
And so whatever they need to do to walk the gray line, not try to be this purist Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, and do everything that they supposed. If it's in the gray and it's not crossing the line, you do that. You don't just, I don't know what to do. No, you better swim. But I don't care if it's swimming with 2 fingers and a toe.
And because I've done
right.
I do it all the time.
You're not listening.
But when do we get our black people back on board to fight where we don't have to do that?
We fight like this. We can't even go to conversation.
We don't.
Without fighting.
And we're past that point, because it's
we
like
ain't going. We burning rubber.
We're in a different era now. So with the passing away of in the era, and then where we are now, all of our credit has been spent. Right. Don't nobody care about us right now.
Yeah, facts.
Right. So now the world has to reset in order for the truth of who we are to be able to be reset.
Right.
Because everybody else got their own problem. Black people, what? That was 20, 50 years ago when like, oh yeah, they don't know who they are, but we know who they are and we respect them because look at them, they're fighting. Now we just twerking.
Yeah.
Right.
So now that they won and we're out the house, we're having these kind of conversations. And what they did was diabolical. They put feminism, crack, and all kinds of things into the community. So when we looked up, we didn't know which way was up. It's like, so we have folks that spent, I just lost a relative who spent 40 years in the penile system and never got to come out to see the light after 40 years for something that allegedly he did, not something that they had proof he did.
Concrete that he did, right.
So we are upside down because the thing is, we were put in situations to compromise everything. When you are able to sell a product to someone that you know is going to destroy them, you have compromised something in your brain and in your soul. And you have to force yourself to compartmentalize and to have cognitive dissonance on what you're doing. Unless you were born in that. Unless you was JoJo dancer and you was born in a brothel, then you chose.
That's Richard Pryor. For you. That's Richard Pryor, by the way.
So we have to get out of that. So now the world has to reset because they when you look at what's it called, buck breaking and the Willie Lynch. When you're looking at the Willie Lynch syndrome, it's coming around. It's roosting because whatever you do to the least of the Earth's children, you're doing it to all the Earth's children. So now that you have to adjust for that everybody is pointing missiles and pointing words and pointing all the stuff to each other, and we ain't got nothing to do with that conversation right now. Nothing.
They told me if you
so
ain't
once they address that and once they do what they do, then the spiritual part of this thing will adjust itself and it will atone itself, and then we'll have a conversation to have. But you have to be we have to be in a spiritual space to do that.
We're gonna be talking with robots.
And I'm done. That's it.
Yeah, good.
We're gonna be talking with robots.
That's a very good breakdown.
We're gonna be
could I share this with you?
I very much agree with that.
But could I share this with you, Stephanie?
Go ahead.
I need a girl.
I knew he was getting ready to say something crazy.
Kissing and hugging and holding.
I knew he was getting ready to say something.
Okay.
I wish I could.
Look,
you can join the conversation.
Wish he could join the conversation.
Ugly truth. Why can't you join the conversation?
I wish I could join the conversation.
Or call 248-820-5053.
Come on, let's join this conversation. Let's get this in.
Because it's serious. I mean, this is a serious. Hold up. This is a serious subject that's plaguing us as a people. You know what I mean? Because we can't, and everybody capitalize off our disunification by us not being unified and on the same accord. Everybody get to capitalize off us. You know, and one thing people don't understand is that the rich don't get rich off the rich get rich off the poor. And you got to have a poor class.
Yeah, because
go ahead. I mean, if you want,
because the rich. You're right, because the rich are always get rich because they don't have to pay for nothing.
But okay. But what I'm saying is, so I'm saying that to say this: we have to come together, take our accountability, say, hey, man, you know, I messed up because of this, I messed up because of that, and we got to be accountable and we got to be willing to change our minds. You know, I mean, if you change your mind, you can change your address, but we got to be able to change our minds, and we have to learn how to come together and work together, not seeing you as. You know, you thinking you telling yourself you greater than me, and I'm telling myself I'm greater than you. You know what I'm saying? We have to come together on a common chord, saying, okay, this is the only way that we can get our lives in order, and this is the only way we can change that femininity and masculinity.
But and again,
check it out. Watch this.
Like you said,
look at our
like
kids.
You said,
look at the
mindset.
kids. Look at our kids. Look at all you gotta do is look at our kids. That's what's gonna be representing us in the future. Look at them.
Absolutely.
Well,
but if we change our mindset, like you said, we got to change our mindset.
Yeah,
and if you change your mindset, it'll change that. And I can say this as far as like even changing your mindset. I have gone from I I was in college. My mother got sick. I had to come home. I wasn't able to finish. I started having children. I got married. That didn't work. I was a single parent. Never got a chance to go back. However, my mindset didn't change to know that I was great and I could still do anything. And that piece of paper of a degree didn't say that. And right now I hold a job that I actually have to have a master's degree for, and I don't have any.
Well, let's not say no. We don't want no heat.
It's your mindset. It's your mindset. It's your mindset. And in my mind, I was greater than that.
Right.
Nothing was going to stop me from doing that. And it didn't.
That's right.
And it didn't. And it absolutely didn't.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And so if we continue to do that, and that's what we absolutely, and we need to, and that's the energy, and that's the mindset that we need to transfer to our children.
Facts.
Because they don't have that mindset, and that's the mindset that they need to have in order to be great, like I did for my children. My son, my children. Listen, I didn't have no money to send them to college, but they were able to go.
That's right.
Because I invested in them, and I told them that they were great.
That's right. That's right.
You got to think outside the box.
And I told them that they were great.
But you walked the walk too. You were supportive.
Yeah.
You said you was there at every.
I had to.
Oh man!
The games,
and again, paperwork don't determine your qualifications.
It doesn't define you.
It doesn't determine your qualifications. If you have the qualifications, you got the qualifications. You just have to, like she did, prove it to them that that you have the qualifications.
Well, that's just like them telling you the qualification is that you can't have a man in the house. Okay.
But see,
you make them see it something different. But the thing about that is, as a collective, you and I. If we're together, you and I need to sit down and we need to discuss it and we need to talk about it and we need to see what's going to work for us in order to move forward. Even if that means that we are going to boycott the whole system and say, hey, listen, we don't need them at all. We're going to figure this thing out together.
Come on.
We're going to figure it out. If we got to get a trailer and we got to put it in
Booker T. Washington
somewhere until we figure it out, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to save our money and then we're going to do it. We don't need them.
Facts.
Booker T. Washington. That's Booker T. Washington.
That's what I'm saying.
Or that Marcus Garvey.
That's really what we need to do. We need to come together because when you look at our children and you look at the boys being demasculated, and then you look at the girls, they more masculine than the boys, and the boys more feminine. You know what I mean? And these are traits that they are taught. They picking this up, but oftentimes they picking it up by what they see. You know, don't nobody teach conflict resolution. You know what I mean? Hold on, y'all can talk that out. Then hold on, you'll find you can agree to disagree. You know what I mean? You don't have to. You know, we all have different brains, different minds, come from different circumstances or whatever the situation may be. But we can always agree to disagree if we can't find a common ground. But that don't mean I gotta eliminate you off the planet, and that don't mean you got to be trying to hate me or trying to do something to me to get me off the planet fast. We all leaving. You know, there ain't no question about that. But the thing is, let's teach each other how to live, not how to die.
Children need to see that men and women can agree to disagree too, and not have these flared up arguments. That they can see conflict resolution between them as well. Because I think that that's healthy for children to see their parents talk it out, not argue it out, but then have a constructive conversation about it. Because we can do that, and we can come to agreement, and I can say, hey, you know what? I really don't think that is the best way that we can go about it, but let's try it and see. And if it doesn't work, can we do it my way?
Yeah, that's what's
up. Let me ask the panel a quick question, though. Let me ask the panel. We just sitting on here talking about femininity versus masculinity. But how do you guys classify her speaking as a queen?
That's feminine. That's feminine all day.
But is it strong?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you better know it.
So be able to identify that is all I'm saying.
Yeah, for real.
Don't look at that as, this person, 2 hands strong. They act. No, be able to recognize exactly what it is and how this queen is speaking.
And for real, when you say queen and you say kings, that's really what we are. However, a lot of us don't know that's what we are. So we don't even behave like what we truly are in our essence. We don't even behave like that. You know what I mean? We act like savages, for real.
Jesters.
Them that right there. But the point is, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Steph, any closing comments?
Done.
No, see, now look at that.
In a defeated voice that's all bitter. She just want to burn the car up and everything.
Set it on fire.
Key in that joint.
Driving down the street.
gotta get a paint job.
And start singing a Mary J. Blige song from.
Serious or any closing comments, Steph?
What's that movie called?
Listen.
Waiting to exhale. That was a whole waiting to exhale. I'm done.
I'm done.
Out of all this positivity,
it's positive, and everything is correct.
But what do you have to say though? Any closing?
No.
Her rash won't allow her to be happy.
Everything is good.
That was I ain't seen her strain to smile like that, and who knows when. It's a heck of a strain.
Everything is beautiful. Everything is beautiful.
Okay, all right. Well, you know what I mean. It was definitely a pleasure. You know what I mean. You know, with your interaction, Miss what's that? Satara.
Yes, Satara.
Okay. Satara. I said it right.
Yes, no, it's Satara. Yes, you said it right.
I said it wrong.
Okay,
I said it right.
Yeah,
Satara.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Just your input has been
well, Money Mike said it wrong, so he could get it right.
Okay then. Yeah.
So did you apologize?
Oh, let me apologize, Queen, for saying your name wrong. Are you happy, Stephanie?
Yes, apologize.
Okay, I apologize to the Queen. Sorry for saying your name wrong.
Okay, thank you.
And it's been nothing short, you know, of a blessing.
But she know I love her though. But go ahead.
Hold on now. You gonna make somebody not give you the
y'all
number.
can say this for my new dating show. I'm gonna put both of y'all on there.
Oh, well, I'm already spoken for. I'm married.
Right, but it's two types.
I'm talking about
you talking them two.
But it's two type of loves.
I'm talking about
it's the love, but it's the love where a sister coming from in the vibe.
You need to listen to Raheem Divine, man. For real. You need to check out Raheem.
I'm gonna put y'all on my new dating show that's coming soon.
I understood what you meant, Mike. I understood what you meant.
Thank you, sweetie.
Oh man, this is just too much
this
for
is
me.
Getting crazy.
This is
Hold on. Crazy.
I don't even want to end the show.
I'm trying to say this is getting ridiculous.
Because like I told you, I can listen to her all night.
This is getting ridiculous.
Because she talking about something.
Right.
This episode of Lessons with Larry has been brought to you by Pillow Talk.
Get your pillow,
please. You know I mean? Because this is getting ridiculous.
But yeah. So listen, make sure that you stay on the line, Miss Satara. So that way, Mike, you can give her a grand prize.
Okay.
You know what I'm telling her, make sure that she receive a grand prize.
Know
and I would like to see you come to the show.
Definitely,
for real, I'd like to get you down here. I
would love to come to the show.
Yeah.
You let me know when.
Consider that an invite.
You
know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
We can do this next week or something.
Yeah,
everybody out there, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe.
Is it on Monday?
Share.
Yes, it's every Monday.
It's on
Monday.
Every Monday at 5:30.
And I'm gonna sit on the couch.
Monday is a good time for me. Y'all tell me where. I'll be
it's downtown. But stay on the line. I'm gonna give you my number now. Make sure you have all that.
Thank you again. And this has been Lessons with Larry, episode 63 with Stephanie Winfrey and Money Mike and your grand host, Larry Lot. Feminine versus masculine. And we're out.